Hey, Diane R. here. I'm going to show you how to make 100% whole wheat English muffins using the dough cycle on a bread machine. Let's get started. I have a copy of the recipe and some notes in the box below the video. You can copy and paste that into a document and save it. Just relax and watch the video. Start with 3 tablespoons of butter at room temperature. I have a cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of water, and an egg, all at room temperature. Two and a half teaspoons of yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of gluten. The gluten is important because this is whole wheat flour, and whole wheat flour doesn't have very much gluten. If you don't have any gluten, your bread won't rise. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 and a half cups of whole wheat white flour. The whole wheat flour you can find in red wheat or white wheat. You want the white wheat. Set your bread machine to the dough pasta cycle. On most machines that should be 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then press start. The first 5 minutes of the dough cycle are critical. I found that bread machines don't do a very good job of mixing all the ingredients together. I usually stop the machine after about 5 minutes and I just push any dough that's stuck to the sides of the pan down onto the dough ball and then start it again. If your dough ball is too dry or wet, you need to add a little bit of flour or a little bit of water until it looks like this one. After you have the moisture to the proper level, you can set a timer and come back in about 1 hour and 25 minutes for the next step. After the dough cycle is complete, put the dough onto a floured surface and roll it out until it's a 1/2 inch thick. After you've rolled out the dough, cut the muffins out in 4-inch circles. You can use a glass, or I just use a can. I believe it was a tomato can that I cut the end off. Use a spatula to pick up the muffin rounds and put them on a tray that is covered lightly with cornmeal. The cornmeal will keep the muffins from sticking during the second rise. Cover the muffins up with a cloth and put them in a warm place to rise for about 45 to 60 minutes. They should come close to doubling in thickness. The ideal temperature would be about 90 degrees. I have an oven light in my oven, and what I do is I put the tray in the oven and turn the oven light on and let the heat from the bulb keep it warm. After the muffins are done rising for 45 to 60 minutes, they should look like this. Cook them for about 3 minutes per side on medium to medium-high heat. They should be lightly browned. This is how they should look after cooking for about 3 minutes. If you're interested in other recipes that use whole wheat and the dough cycle on your bread machine, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Thanks for watching.